It's time.
My, you positively glow today. Has my dashing entrance left you entranced? Hello, I am the Duke of Roseanne, and today I will share with you, some of my favorite lines over this tall glass of wine. Obviously not fake at all wine. Also, I have an amazing French accent, so you may enjoy that as well. First of all hail me! Yes, of course. I am a legend. I didn't even drink that time, I'm that good. Should I make you famous? Yes, indeed, yes. What a pair we make! Yes, that wasn't even in French. But you die this magnificence. Yes. Now, before I had looks, but now I am the look. Yes, of course. I do everything. Yes, quite. This episode will be one for the barns. I'm getting drunk. Adieu. Hello and welcome back. So I apologize you had to deal with the oh, thank God that's over. I apologize you had to deal with the Duke of Roseanne for such a long time. Considering all that, I'm pretty sure you guys all know who today's character is, but in case you haven't figured it out yet, let's take a look. Okay, so two things you guys need to know about Virion. Number one, I was never going to use the guy. Ever. He's not terrible, but I never really liked him from the beginning. I didn't like his personality enough to use him. He's a lot like the child unit Inigo to me, and just basically not as good. Now, I don't hate Virion, and I think he is funny, but I was never going to use him otherwise. Plus, as I've mentioned before, and this is the second reason, archers aren't the best of units. They really don't have very good skills, and their growth rates are kind of weird. So, honestly, like, when I saw him, I was like, I didn't like him from the beginning, and then when I went through the second time through to, like, get really good stats and stuff, I was like, he's an archer, why would I use him? Anyway, so I got a character request from him, and so now we're doing him. We're going to see how we can best make use of this dude's abilities and skills and crap, but let me tell you right now, he's probably not going to be a top tier character for you, but he'll be able to do some good work if you get the right skills and classes and crap into his face. Anyway, let's take a look at his attributes, growth rates, and all that shaz.
Alright, so here we're looking at Virion's growth rates. Let's go over the base ones real quick. 35% in HP is crap. It's not quite as bad as Olivia's, but HP really isn't much of an issue in this game as I've been over, because any character, even Olivia, can get really good HP if you just grind the crap out of them. Ooh, that sounded weird. Anyway, strength growth of 40%, entirely adequate. Magic growth of 30% is surprisingly high and actually good enough to warrant using a magic using class, as I will go into later. Skill, 40%, good. Speed, 45%. Really? It's higher than skill. Oh, Archer gives plus 30 skill. That explains it, okay. Luck. Oh, luck. Why do you do this to me? 40 freaking... it's not the worst I've ever seen, I guess, but... Ugh. Defenses. Pretty decent, actually. With an average of... When you'll be getting an average of 35 defense and 30 resistance, that's not too bad at all. I would say he could actually take a few hits. Now, that could be a defensive powerhouse, but, I mean, come on. He'll survive. Anyway... A quick note, if you're going to be an archer, be a bow knight. Better HP, better strength, and better and better speed make this overall the better choice. Wyvern Rider, if you want to be a Wyvern Rider, be a Wyvern Lord. Doesn't really make any sense to be a Griffin Rider. Gives you more of what you don't need and less of what you do. Mage and Sage, same basic shtick, choose Dark Knight. Much better HP, better defense, less resistance, which is unfortunate, but it also gives you strength growth, which is amazing. So, trust me, just ignore Sage, Griffin Rider, and Sniper. Never even should be going to those classes. Now, let's take a look at the classes and their skills to see what path I would actually advise for you guys. Hey, that rhymed.
Okay, so there are a couple of ways you could go with classes with Virion, but it comes down to one of two things. Would you rather him be a mage or a physical unit? Now, I really think that mage isn't his best choice. He has better options for mage units than most people. Like, I tried to make Cordelia a mage, even though she had like a whopping, 15% magic. This guy has 30% magic on base. Now, if you make him a mage, he will have 50%, which means that's enough to at least get you off the ground. Now, it's not amazing, so it probably isn't your best choice. But I have a solution for that allows him to make use of his magic potential, but still utilize the best of his physical aspects as well. So, obviously, this is going to be a build with some kind of magic and strength involved, but the gist of it is as follows. We'll go into it in more detail on the chart. First of all, you'll go from Archer immediately, just get out of Archer as fast as possible, to Wyvern Rider. Wyvern Rider has a couple of decent skills, like Strength +2, I guess, but you'll be dropping these soon. Anyway, Griffin Rider is largely useless, so I would go to Wyvern Rider. Wyvern Rider gives you Quick Burn, which gives +15 to your hit and evade the first turn, and then it slowly decreases from there. Now, as most battles end within 5 to 10 turns, this will usually be a great bonus for him. It's far better than Slow Burn, but as you'll see in a second, they work well together. Now, Wyvern Lord also gives you Swordbreaker, but whether or not you get this is pretty much up to you. It depends on how many sword units you want. I might pick it up just in case there's a level with a lot of sword-using enemies, and, it could help theoretically, but I probably won't use it very much. Anyway, so going on to the next section, after he hits level 10 or 15, probably 15, Wyvern Lord, switch him over into Dark Knight. Now, Dark Knight has a pretty decent magic growth as well as a pretty decent strength growth and some good defense. So this will give him a chance to finally level up those attributes in magic. Now, this means I would probably level him all the way to level 20 to get his maximum potential so that he can actually use magic as a feasible form of attack. Now, I don't know about you guys, but as an archer, when I was using Virion for a while, even when he was an archer or a Wyvern Rider, he would still get magic to go up once in a while. I was just like, what the fuck is this? So, I was trying to take advantage of that. Anyway, so in not Mage Knight, oh god, I'm such an oldie. In Dark Knight, you will be able to do just that. Also, make sure to pick up Life Taker, as it's his only way of regenerating hit points in the game. So, you might want to grab that. Now, once you're done with that, I would level up all the way to 20, and then I would change him into Dreadfighter. Dreadfighter is an awesome class for him. Now, I usually don't advocate DLC classes, but in this case, Dreadfighter is perfect for him. I wouldn't recommend any other class more. It gives him excellent weapon types. It gives him excellent... it gives him swords, axes, and tomes. The tomes being the important part. It also gives him resistance +10, which you could resistance +10 and aggressor, both of which increase one of your statistics by 10. Aggressor only, it increases your attack by 10 on your turn, but still. This can be really great. Yeah, you could argue that Limit Breaker is strictly better, and it is. But on the other hand, I mean, come on. Limit Breaker is broken. Literally, by definition, so you can't hardly beat it. Anyway, resistance +10 is still great for him as it helps him even out his defenses, and aggressor can be helpful, but it's not as good for him as it is for certain other people. You mostly go into Dreadfire for resistance +10 and the great weapon types. Plus, they just have an awesome set of combat animations. Am I right? Seriously, like they freaking do a Dragoon jump. Final Fantasy references, guys. You should know this.
Alright guys, so as you can see here, we have all of the classes for Virion. I'm going to walk you through real quick how to get to the optimal build using this nice little chart. Wait a sec. What the? Who? Who? What are these? Phantom Wyvernite. What the? Nomad. What the fudge is a nomad trooper? Give me a second, all right. All right. That's better. So now we've got the actual classes that we're looking at. Sorry about that. I don't know what was up with that. That was weird. So anyway, we're going to be starting at Archer for Virion. We actually have his real sprite. That's a nice change pace. Starting at Virion's Archer class, because that's what he starts as. We don't really have a choice. Get him to level 10, then switch him over to Wyvern Rider. Wyvern Rider gives him increased strength growth, a good defense growth, and overall just good stuff in general. It's just a good class with good growth. It has the craziest strength growth in game at 30 freaking percent. I don't even really. No class has 30% magic growth. How is that fair? Ugh. Anyway, so once you get him up to level 20 Wyvern Rider, change him into Wyvern Lord. Wyvern Lord will give him Quick Burn, which is a fairly decent skill. Not amazing, but it's pretty good. And I would get him to level 15 to make sure you get that Sword Breaker. Now, Sword Breaker isn't amazing, but as I said before, it'll probably be helpful once in a while. Now, change him all the way over to Dark Knight. Now, this is where you could get a little change up. You could do something different, like I'll go into Griffin Rider and then, I don't know, freaking Bow Knight or something. I don't care. It doesn't really matter that much, but, Anyway, but what I'm going to recommend is going from Wyvern Lord to Dark Knight to start taking advantage of his magic growth. So, once you get over there, you're going to want to level almost all the way to level 20 because you're going to need all the time you can get to get that magic growth maxed out. And now, you're probably not going to cap his magic anytime soon, but at least it'll be up to the level where it'll be usable. You also want to get Life Taker because as I said before, it's his only way of regenerating HP, so you'll definitely want that. Now, once you're up to level 20, Dark Knight, you're going to have to change his class, so why not change it to a different one? Alright, the last one we can change to is Dread Fighter. And now, usually I don't advocate the DLC ones, but seriously, it's so good for him. It gives him plus 10 to resistance, it gives him plus 10, to attack when he's on the offensive. It has good, those are both skills, by the way. You have two good skills, good growth rates. It'll help him cap out his resistance finally. It's just a great class for him at the end. So, anyway, that's the class you got. That's the path I would recommend for you guys, but have fun experimenting on your own.
Lastly, we'll talk about Virion's supports, or should I say, his romantic supports. Yes. Anyway, now that I'm all drunk and happy, not really, I will tell you guys who you should support with. And the answer is whoever you feel like. That's pretty much the only answer for Virion. He doesn't have any special skills he can really pass on to the children for the most part. I mean, he doesn't have any special classes. Like, he can't give the children Dark Flyer. He can't give the children anything super special. Now, one thing that... yeah, no, literally, there's nothing he can pass on. The only thing you might want to consider is when he's a Dread Fighter, these are kind of weird. Dread Fighter skills can be passed down. Now, other DL skills you get, like Limit Breaker and All Stats Plus 2, those cannot be passed down through inheritance, but the ones you get from actual classes, like Dread Fighter and Bride, those can be passed down. So, use that to your advantage and have him passed down to his female daughter, preferably. Something like Aggressor or Resistance plus 10. So ideally you'd want to marry a unit female character that gives a female daughter, such as Tharge. I'm not even sure if that's an option. Sully. I don't know who else. I just burped in front of you guys. You're welcome. I guess that's it for sports. Really, it's just, that's only a really slight tip. Virion is basically just whoever you freaking want. Seriously. Also, I will be doing a video on skills and inheritance soon enough because I want you guys to know how exactly inheritance works with all the stuff. I mean, we've talked about it a couple times, but I want to really go into depth this time. And that about wraps up our show for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I just screwed with everything and it's so bad. Anyway, leave a like or a comment below. Maybe subscribe if you like my videos. And I'll get back to you guys soon with some more Baten Kaitos, FireEmblem character guides, and DLC reviews. Also, we'll be doing a couple FireEmblem rants in the coming weeks. And look forward to it. I think it'll be fun. See you guys then. Oh, how we dance! We dance like a pair of hyenas. How we dance! It is magnificent. Shall I make you famous? Oh yes, oh yes, indeed, indeed. A legend. What the heck accent is this? Seriously, it's definitely not French. Oops. All hail, Mother Russia. Now I am Russian and I will cook your spaniel. No, I think I'll talk in this British accent for a while, because I'm really better at my British accent than I am at my French. I mean, that French accent is so amazing, I know, but I have trouble staying in it for long, and I have trouble pronunciating all these different kinds of words, and I just prefer to do this. And every time I take a drink, it just means I've run out of things to say, really. So you basically can know anytime I do this. Anytime I was just taking a drink, I was just totally done. I just didn't have anything left to say at all. Really, I don't even know why I'm talking like this still. There's no point. I'm just wasting all of your time, especially mine. Or that doesn't make sense. All of my time, especially yours. And now this juice is really getting sour. I think I've had it out like this for like 2 hours. I don't know why I'm drinking it. I'm going to be sick. I'm absolutely sure of it. Why am I still talking in this accent? Damn it. I want to talk like a Russian again.